Yo, what's going on, guys? Bennie here, and welcome back for another video. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my custom Lego Ninjago Kai's Blacksmith Shop set. Now, a little bit of backstory to this idea. I actually got this idea when I was watching a YouTuber called Generic Stud's latest video. He's a great YouTuber, make sure to go check him out. He talked about a bunch of inaccurate Lego Ninjago sets, and one of the ones that he talked about was the Blacksmith shop from 2011. Now, I know there is another custom blacksmith shop somewhere out there. Here's a picture of it. But I wanted to kind of take my own crack at it. I really enjoyed this project. This is kind of like the first Lego set that's not Super Mario that I've ever done, that's custom. So please let me know, critique me however you want. This is personally what I think Lego would do if they were to release this as an actual set. Oh, also, huge shout out to this subscriber for being the first comment on my last video. Remember, if you guys want a shout out in one of my future videos, make sure to subscribe. That's like the most important step. And second, make sure to turn on my notifications so you can be the first comment on my next video. Anyways, yeah, we just have a lot of stuff to get into in this video, so let's just jump right into it. Okay, so the first character that we're going to be taking a look at in this set is Blacksmith Kai. This character is exclusive to this set. He has some really cool prints for his blacksmithing apron. You can also see it is on his shirt. He just has that little like cross tie thing on his V-neck. Now, I really like the prints and like the thickness of the lines on the prints for Blacksmith Kai. I think that they look really official, especially for being totally drawn up by myself. I like the shading on them as well. I think it looks really official and really nice. It looks pretty accurate to the show. I think the one thing that's not is the actual character Kai, how it's not the season 1 and it's actually like the more updated season with his newer hair from like the Ninjago movie and also his newer face print. But I feel like that's what they would do if they were to release this set, just because of like the legacy version. I feel like they would classify this set as a legacy set. I am not personally classifying this as a legacy set, just because, I mean, I didn't really customly make it to be a legacy set, but yeah. His accessory is just a silver sword and also a little flame. The next character that we are going to be taking a look at, and this is quite a weird one, this is the Mailman. Now, this character did come in the Temple of Air Jitsu set from 2015. But this character, instead of coming with just his hair, actually comes with that nice rice field hat in that nice tan color. This is a little more accurate to the show. He also has a little bicycle in that nice sand blue color. I really like the look of that. The Mailman character does have some nice printing for his torso, and also he has a backpack full of a bunch of different mailing letters. The print for his face is exclusive to this character as well as his torso. The bike is just made up of 4 different pieces, 2 wheels, the main frame for the bike, and also the little 1x1 flat tile that is clear for his little headlight. The next character in this set is Sensei Wu. Now, I was going to include the Sensei Wu that's in a lot of the legacy sets, instead of including this very old and outdated version from 2011, but I decided to keep his modern day face print while changing out his suit for the original 2011 one. I really like the design of the 2011 one, plus it's a lot more show accurate. I do feel like if Lego were to release this set, they would not release this character with these old outdated prints, but I just decided to include him here. He also has for an accessory his staff, which is just a long flag piece, which is kind of cool. That's pretty much it for Sensei Wu. Let's move on to the last character. The last character in this set, and this is actually kind of a weird one, this is Nia, but this is Nia in like some Samurai X uniform. So I know what you guys are thinking, Benny, why didn't you include the Nia that we see in the Blacksmith shop in the first episode? Literally, I was going to do that with like the newer hair and the newer face from the Ninjago movie and like the newer seasons of Ninjago, but I decided not to, just because in the program Mecha Bricks, the leg prints for 2011 Nia weren't there, and I didn't want to just use like red legs. That looked really weird to me, and I really didn't want to just draw up a new set of legs because it was like 3 in the morning. So I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna just use some existing prints and stuff and just have that be Nia. It doesn't look too bad, but I don't know. I don't really like this character personally. This is kind of just a filler character. Her accessory is a hammer and also a knife, so she might be like making a knife or something, I don't know. Yeah, but this is definitely the more weaker character in the set, but you know, whatever. Okay, so the build for this set is crazy. I don't even know where to start, because I guess I'll just start in like the front area. So this took me about like 4, maybe 3 days to design. Now this was just me purely like working day in and day out, you know. This set does come with like 1,800 pieces in total. So let's actually start off with the sign in front and just move on like in the house. Then we'll like go around the house and stuff and see like all the details, and then we'll move on to the yard area. Starting off with the sign in the front, we have a few new prints. Actually, this is where all the prints in the set are. We have some nice Ninjago characters or letters. I'm not sure if that's Japanese or if that is just like the show's characters. I pretty much just copied them off this actual sign in the show, so I have no idea what language those actually are. There's also the sign for the 4 Weapons Blacksmith shop, which that's the official name of the shop that Kai and his sister Nia run in the show. So you can see on that sign, you can see a ninja star, the nunchucks, staff, and also a sword. I really like the print for that sign. There's also a nice outline on it. I don't know, I just really like that print. It's also printed on a flat 2x6 tile, which is kind of cool. The build for the main sign is really wacky and really weird, but I feel like it really translates well, especially what we see in the show. It's mainly built from a bunch of different angled pieces, and also you can see there's a 2x2 little cylinder in that nice chrome gold color as well, which is really cool. You can see the main design for the roof uses so many different flat tiles and angled tiles and sloping tiles. It's just crazy. The roof design has 3 main sections on each part. There's the upper section with the main 1x6 flat tiles that go like in and out. You can see one is lower and one is kind of higher, which is like the black one is higher and the brown or the dark brown one is a little bit lower. Then you can see the next layer where we get to some of the sloping tiles. On top of those sloping tiles, it looks like there's some smaller cheese slope tiles just to kind of give it that shape. There's a bunch of different flat tiles in there just to kind of give it that nice curvy vibe. And it kind of gives the roof some depth as well, making it look a lot like heavier and a lot more detailed, giving it some more shading as well. And the last one, you can see the shingles at the very tip of the roof, which is kind of nice. Those are like pointing down, and also some more of those sloping bricks and cheese slope pieces as well. Moving on into the front area of the shop, we can see there is 3 main support beams kind of holding the roof up. You can see in front of the main window, there is like this nice orange bush with some light blue flowers on it. There's just a bunch of foliage outside of that window area. There is also some nice wooden crates outside of the whole building, as well as a water bucket and also just like a little workstation or where you can sell weapons. There's just a little place for you to hold like your hammer or like an accessory. You can see there's like a little clip there. Also on the 2 sides of the main structure beams that's holding the roof up, you can see there's 2 transparent orange 1x1 cylinder bricks in there that kind of represents them being lit or them being on fire. So let's move on to the inside of the place, because the inside's my personal favorite part. So here is a great look at the main part of the inside. Now I do have to point out that on the back wall where like the main fire pit is, I totally forgot to include like the little top part of the fireplace. So you can just see some blank studs there. That is my bad, 100%. I just completely forgot to add that. So just pretend that there's like a little like gray blob that's kind of above that. But I think the interior is amazing. You can see there is like a little wooden headpiece over there, and there's actually like a nice helmet display on there. Now this isn't exactly how the show looks. In fact, I had to take a lot of creative liberties in a lot of these different things. I made it so like the gong piece or like the main gold circle right there, you can spin that around and it actually reveals Kai's 2011 ninja outfit, which is really cool. You can also see there's a rack of a bunch of different silver and gold weapons. There is 3 swords, 2 of them being silver and 1 being gold, and a spear, which is silver. The anvil is located in the middle of the room and is really easy to take out if you want to like play with that kind of more intimately. There's some more stuff below the shelf of the helmet. You can also see there is a phone on the wall, and also you can see there is a training helmet there as well. Here is around the back of the blacksmith shop. You can see there is some more roofing that goes around there. You can also see Kai's 2011 suit. There's just like a black minifigure head in there just for like space. Now you can switch that around and you can take Kai's suit. Now I have to admit that this is not 100% show accurate. Like in the show, this isn't even the part of the place that spins around. It's actually the part with like the fireplace or like the furnace or whatever. It like spins around and reveals a weapon rack. You can see from this angle, and I'll show you in a little bit, you can actually take out a portion of the wall where the weapons are, and you can just like kind of get your hands in the whole building a little easier. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys this little angle. You can see that little circle section with Kai's suit on it actually turns around. So if Kai is trying to suit up for a battle or something, he can use his old suit. Here's a better look at the upstairs and also like the other lower area of the whole inside of the building. You can see there is one bed, and also I kind of made the bottom area into a bed. That's not really supposed to be a bed, but there is kind of like a little pillow build in back. Now this is of course the lower section. In the upper section, you can see there is a total obvious bed right there with some red sheets because Kai just loves the color red. On the bottom, you can just see some more white flat tiles and some dark brown flat tiles. You can also see there's like a little bucket in the corner with some more weapons. There's a golden spear and also another silver sword in there. Here's a better look at over the main staircase. You can see there is another ninja mask here. Now this is actually Kai's from the later seasons of Ninjago. There's also another box with some more shuriken in there. That's just some more weapons because, you know, it's a blacksmith shop. Here is the back of the main structure. Now this is probably the hardest part that I struggled with in the whole build. There's actually two different parts here, so let's focus on the weapons. You can see there's like a weapon rack, and you're like, Benny, why is there a weapon rack there? You can actually take that whole section off, and you can flip it around manually instead of it being like a play feature. Because in the show, Nia like pushes a button, and it reveals a bunch of weapons and stuff. So I decided to kind of do that a little differently. There is a sword there, a machete, a little bit of a nicer sword, and also a battle axe, which is kind of cool. So the main part that I struggled with this whole build is the roof. You can see there is a hinge piece on the bottom wall part. That is actually an action feature, or I wouldn't say an action feature, but it kind of just opens the whole thing up, which would be really cool because then like kids can get their hands in there and like really play inside the blacksmith shop. So in order for the whole thing to split and kind of turn into like a 90-degree angle so you can see inside like a playhouse, it needs to like totally split the roof in two. So I didn't really know what to do, so I kind of made it look like maybe like a tree or something like hit the back of the roof and now it's all split up like that. I think it looks pretty good. I don't think it looks amazing, but I don't really know how else to do it. Here is what the whole thing looks like when it is split in that 90-degree angle. You can see it's really open inside of the thing. You might be wondering, does the staircase interfere with it opening? And actually no, I actually made it so the inverse sloping tiles and also the flat tiles on the staircase all kind of narrow down when it gets to the top of the staircase, so it won't hit that support beam right there that's holding up the second floor, which is kind of cool. You can also see it kind of splits up a lot of main sections where you wouldn't really think it would split from. I didn't really know where to split it from. I had to split like open the window, which was kind of awkward, but I think it looks pretty great if I'm honest. Anyways, let's move on to the outside. Now here's the outside section. Now, in my opinion, this is the best part of the whole set. I love this little area. In the show, when they go back in time, there's like this little extra wall area. It's not as detailed as this, of course. Like there's not really many colors to it. I had to like rewatch the episode to just kind of get like a sense of how the building looks. But there's like a little circle area, and all the ninja grab Sensei Wu, and they go back there and they like hatch a plan and stuff. It's weird. It's really weird. So I kind of just ran with it. You can see there is another one of those nice orange bushes. There is also a cool Japanese blossom tree. There's a nice little rock pathway with a bunch of different flat tiles that are circular. There is also a bunch of different plants and also a bunch of different like rounded bricks to kind of represent like shrub or bushes. The hardest part of this design was the roof of this little wall area. As you can see, there is a bit of curvature to it. It kind of goes like down on the sides and up in the very middle part. And I kind of made each individual part of the roof its own little different part of the roof, if that makes sense, which it doesn't, but whatever. Anyways, I think it looks really great. This video is already way too long, so I'm gonna just hurry up. Another part where this is kind of cool is that wall section actually splits off from the whole different building, which is kind of cool. You can see there's like a little Technic beam right there that the main blacksmith shop and also that second wall area actually detach from. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the build. I can't believe we're done. There is, of course, some more things I could point out here and there, but I don't want this video to be 20 minutes long. You can, of course, like rewind and go to certain points in the video if you want to look at them a little more in some more detail or anything. I don't know. Let's just move on to the box because this video is super long already. The box for the set is kind of interesting. So This was a weird box to design. I didn't know how to design it because all like the Ninjago boxes have this nice animation background in it, and I don't know how to make that. So I just decided to use the expert black box design. There is the 10 years of Ninjago logo in the bottom corner. The Lego Ninjago logo is of course there, and you can see there's like this nice white hue around all of the main sections of the set, like the characters and the main build. The set is 16 plus. Now, the set number for this set is actually the same as another set. I kind of forgot what set it is, but just ignore that. Just pretend it's a whole different set number. The name of this set is the Lego Ninjago Kai's Blacksmith Shop Lego set. It comes with 1,812 pieces. This is easily the biggest Lego custom set that I've ever made. My personal favorite part about this whole box is there's actually this nice white silhouette to the outline of the box, as you can see on the top and also on the side. I really like how that looks. There's also the expert logo on the top because this would be an expert set. Anyways, I've spent way too much time talking about this set. I really like this set. That's why I'm talking about it so much. I'm sorry. Let's move on to my final thoughts. Anyways, so my final thoughts for today's video. This was so much fun. I loved making, I know you guys can probably hear the smile in my voice right now. I loved designing this set. This was so fun. It really, some portions of the set really feel like it could be an actual Lego Ninjago set. Like, I really like all of the different portions of the outside and all the details that look like really looks pleasing to the eye. I like how big the set is as well. I like how much it looks like the one in the actual show as well. I feel like Lego would not make this. If they would make this, they would make it a lot smaller, but it's cool to, you know, imagine what if. I love being creative on this set as well. I've always wanted to make a custom Lego Ninjago set, but I never really knew how I would do like the box or what I would do for the builds, because Lego Ninjago is it's such a cool theme in Lego. All the sets have like really cool designs, and like, I don't know if I have that much creativity. So I really like doing this, and really putting my all into this project was really fun. I feel a little disappointed on the character front. I mean, Blacksmith Kai is really cool, but all the other characters are kind of meh. I feel like if this set were to be officially released, there would be like a whole array of characters, all the ninja, some bad guy, skeleton, whatever. You know, there would just be a ton more characters. Anyways, please comment down below all of your critiques on this video. Let me know what you hated about this video, but let me know also what you loved about this video. This was easily one of my programs kept crashing because of all of the pieces that I was trying to use, and like my rendering, I was like rendering and editing at the same time, and then both programs would crash because my computer sucks and blah blah blah. Anyways, this video is gonna be really long, so I'm gonna shut up. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Make sure to comment down below all your ideas for custom sets. I love each and every one of you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And remember, always recycle. Okay, goodbye.